Something was up on the screen. I was trying to read it without glasses. What you see is what you get tonight. Because I am scorched. Scorched, scorched. But happy Sunday. Hello, Shelley and Anthony. How are you, darling? I hope that you had a blessed weekend. Oh my gosh. Look at this. I am burnt to a crisp. Oh, so what you see, like I said, what you see is what you get. I don't want to put, much on my face and stuff because my face is really burnt, but you might not be able to tell right now. But I hope you had a blessed weekend. Hello, Phone. How are you, darling? Phone, I got my first really bad burn. Look. Ugh. Hello, Tiger. Hello, Laura. Happy Sunday, everyone. Welcome in. Oh, no, is right. Oh my gosh, like, I could barely wear anything. I don't know if you could say, hello, Paul Honeyman from England with a new king. Oh, I didn't get to see it all, but I will try to catch up. Welcome in, everybody. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, please. Hello, Tiger. How are you, Laura? Oh, so yeah, I can barely wear any clothing, but it may look like I'm not wearing anything, but I am. But when you want like the softest thing for your skin? Yeah. And yet you're freezing at the same token? That would be me. So, if you want a lowdown, I put up a video real quick of me just chit-chatting about gardening. I think the title is, Can I Get It All Done in One Weekend? With their garden here. So, go watch that, and then Tuesday will be, did I get it done or did I not get it done? And it was bright and sunny here yesterday, and really sunny here today. I had a hat on Saturday, and I still got sunburn under my eyes and stuff, and then no hat today. And yeah, what are you gonna do? It's fresh meat, right? So how was everyone's weekend? Did anyone else, because I'm such a history buff, and you never know, it could be like once in our lifetime, but did anyone watch the coronation of the new king? I saw Catherine, because I love her, and her daughter. Oh my gosh, she looks just like her grandmother, and she looks so pretty. So pretty. So yeah, I only caught bits and pieces. I didn't remember it was yesterday. I didn't watch it, but I read about it. I only caught like just a little bit ago, and I was like, wait, is that today or here it was yesterday? So Mel needs me to apply the sunscreen. Yippee! Oh yes, I do. Front and back, Miller, just the back, all over, honey, all over. Tiger says we had a great day. Went to Cardinal game. Wow. And of course they won. Never went to a losing game. They should maybe hire you. Or hire me, laugh out loud. Yeah, maybe you're like the good luck charm. But that's good though, because price of a ticket is expensive. That would be like if I went to the Phillies game, I wouldn't want to go and watch them lose. You know what I mean? So, but that sounded like fun. If I was at a Phillies game this weekend, I would have been probably third-degree burns, especially at that stadium and with the weather we just had. So these for home plate clubhouse tickets. Awesome. Yeah, I used to get tickets all the time for both my sons, even as they were older. I think they sat everywhere in that stadium. And when the Phillies won the World Series, both the boys were season ticket holders because of Uncle Louie. So, Jared would get tickets and he would do, I think it was like Picnic in the Park. They changed the name. And he would get up and get the pitch and, go in the dugout and go in the locker rooms and all that jazz. And then the next ticket I gave to Johnny, they won the like the state championship, like the Northeast, they won that, and then it was the World Series. But of course, I didn't have tickets for that. But I did take them out and to like a really nice place to eat and hang out and watch it on the TV. Because I think I had Dish at the time, and Dish lied to me and told me we could get the sports games. And anyway, long story short, it poured for like 3 days straight. So the World Series was on hold. Yeah. So the mod YouTuber, that would be Boone. Yeah, even when she's not here, we always make sure that her link is always out there. Oh my God, it was so hot. I felt like my skin was melting. Oh yeah. Well, a little bit about me. Irish. Few burns, even with sunscreen, but I'll tan. It's very weird. But this is like, oh, I was wearing a sports bra, one that you could walk around in, type of sports bra, like Nike or something like that. And yeah, I did say to Thomas, like, I really feel like wearing shorts, but I know these long legs are like really white after winter. I am so glad that I did not wear shorts. Just my face, my shoulders, my arms got it pretty good. It's my back that got it really, really bad. So, wait, let me show you this. Can you see? I know there's like a shadow. The whole sucker is on fire. But anyway, that's my whiny moment. Lady B, hello, happy Sunday. Hey, 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 welcome in. Yes, you do, Paul. Oh, yeah, ouch, big time. So I don't know how I'm going to actually sleep tonight. To be honest with you all, I'm exhausted. Exhausted. We'll probably be on here an hour or so. Not the full 2 hours tonight. Jean invited me to go to some garden center over in Jersey tomorrow with her and her sister. If you saw, was that Saturday's video? I guess it was Saturday's. I discussed that in there and my reasons for why I'm not going. You know what I mean? I don't care if it's 1 at lunchtime. I just don't agree with that. Plus my anxiety. I'd be afraid of having like a full-blown panic attack with Jean's sister. It wouldn't be just me and Jean. So needless to say, I'm not going to go. And Monday's like really, really hard for me. It's just, extra caffeine and my butt is usually dragging on Monday. So obviously it's the girls. I did do like a mail call shout out. No. Oh, the sun went to my brain. I'm not even kidding. And I feel so dehydrated. I ordered 2 things off of Amazon. I ordered these nesting box pads for the chickens. And what a waste. Total waste. Each one was a different size. It was like 6 for like 26 something. They didn't work. Jean was trying to cut them to get them to fit. The chickens were flipping out for like 4 days straight. They even broke eggs because they were so like mad at me for the nesting box situation. And then I had to go and reorder the ones that have the paper backing. That and like a smaller ring light that you could stick your phone in the center of it. Because I used my big one for other things that I got from Laura, and then this smaller one, well, it gets here and it's 10 inches. But it is meant for just just a laptop and a phone. But they're Cocoa Core chicken nesting pads. Don't waste your money. Total joke. Even like the Tractor Supply around here, the last 4 times don't have any straw or hay. And I don't use like the bedding in the nesting boxes, the nesting pads. So they broke eggs. They were screaming at me. I did say I was going to upload my short of what I went out to on Saturday morning. They weren't even laying an egg. There was no predators nearby. They were just doing their thing at like 7:15 in the morning, and I forgot to post that on my shorts, which I'll probably do it Monday since it'll be chicken and chicken. But they were not happy with me, so extra treats, and I let them out quite a bit to free range and do their thing. Even today, I stopped in the middle of trying to garden to go over and let them out and all that fun jazz. But like what, 60 some dollars in 2 days to Jean because she has Prime in order to get nesting pads for my chickens. So don't get the Coco Core ones, they're lousy. The standard nesting box is like a 13 by 13, and each one of those pads were like a different size, not one even fit width or length. It was just terrible. I'm a quarter Irish, but the rest is German, similarly Indian and Italian, so I normally don't burn. I used to burn a lot, but then when I injured the shoulder, I had a torn rotator cuff and I never got surgery. I didn't even take a pain pill. I'm so like, stubborn. I started to go to a tanning bed so I could lay it flat down on the heat. I started to tan. After that, I don't know, I can just get tan. But, I will get those initial burns, obviously. But I had like the sports sunscreen on. But this is actually worse in person than probably what it looks like with this light. It's just an oucher for sure. No, your pants were too high. Show us again. Laugh out loud. You're too funny. Hello, Miss Andale. How are you? Happy Sunday. How's the birds doing? Hello, Miss Sheila B. How are you? Happy Sunday. Welcome in, welcome in. This and that with Matt. Good evening, Matt. Welcome in, welcome in. I'm trying to think if I had my hair pulled up or not, but the back of my neck's killing me. Like, oh, it's going to be a difficult night's sleep tonight. When you get in the water and you singe. So don't mind the all natural face. I didn't want to put makeup on. Number two, I quickly got in and washed my hair and quickly washed my body. Felt the burn, like the stinging. And then I got out and I was freezing. Like right now I got the chilly willies, but I'll deal with it. But how are you? This and that with Matt. Hey Mel, we are going to be making cheese this coming Wednesday. Oh, you are? I'll watch. I have to catch up on some more of yours. I have to go over. I know, Vern, have you posted much of anything? If anything, I might have missed two over at Voon's. Got to go back over to Tigers. And I think my friend, Miss Pam, from Join Me in the Dirt, posted, I think it was last night. Don't hold me to it, but I think she posted 2 videos. So go check out my friend Pam, Join Me in the Dirt. I was exhausted. I mean, God's honest truth, you all know how I am. The ones that have been here a while, I've just been so busy. And we finally had no rain. It was supposed to rain at 7 o'clock tonight, but it was like 2 spits and that was it. But in the back where the fire pit is, which get ready for some lives at the fire pit, I thought about doing that yesterday for tonight, but I'm burnt and he has so much wood on there that I think I want to start off fresh. That's a big reason why I wanted the phone ring light. So we could do some lives out by the fire pit. And I want to get some ingredients for s'mores. So get ready for a few of those on Sunday nights. But after I realized how badly I got burned, I just thought it's not a good idea to be out there. And, like I said, the stuff that's in the fire pit now needs to all be burnt, So, but yeah, we'll do some Sunday night chats by the fire pit. But anyway, I have to go over and I'll watch the cheese, Tiger, promise. Let's see. Anything new, Laura? How's the grandbaby? Wow. Edit some that I had backlogged. Yeah. Eventually I'll get caught up with what's on my phone. Um, the green stalk planter that was in the back, it was getting like the stuff from the trees falling in it, and I don't know, I like the way that I did the lower patio, but I literally even have a video, it's just a couple minutes of Thomas tilling right at the bottom, straight across. If you know, I'm Cinderella here. That's what they call me. I do all the cleaning. And when I saw him tearing up the grass, well, they're trying to like fix the grass, but anyway, I knew the dogs were going to be tracking in that dirt day in, day out. I could have killed them, literally. But anyway, apparently where the pavers are, so the deck, and then you go down another patio with pavers, they're moving the pavers out because they're taking the deck out a few in the front, but then they're taking it on one side to the end. So that'll be going on. So yeah, she had him carry up my green stalk planter. That's the empty one. And we were shuffling around. So my OS cross cabbage, my humongous whiskey barrel, I put some ingredients in the soil and I transplanted it in there, I think yesterday. It's not looking too good. I did talk to Darren like a couple days ago via phone. I don't know if this OS cross just wants to be directly sown, but it's only been, like a day, so I'll keep an eye on it. Worst case scenario, I'll just drop another seed in, but it's a humongous whiskey barrel. I'm going to try to grow an OS cross cabbage in there. And then the other with two pots on the sides of it, I'll show you. I think one's going to be for carrots, and the other one might be for kohlrabi because I have like 6 of them. And then my other big pot, Jean picked up a big bag of dirt. I was initially going to put that over for the chickens and just plant a bunch of greens. I may still do that. I just want to make sure that I get to plant everything that I want because the garden is not big. So if you know me, I'm a square foot gardener, but it was interesting to say the least. I really had to put my gardening skills to use. And when you do see the garden, don't freak out. You're going to see some things fairly close, but that's square foot gardening. I think, okay, I just took out 2 of my Kellogg's breakfast tomatoes just a little while ago and got them out there. The tomatoes are closer than what the average person would plant them, but I'm going to single stake them anyway. So, I'm sure I'll have time for it, but it's just a matter of like, I stared at the garden for like 2 weeks. I couldn't picture it in my head. I didn't know how I wanted it to go, like the layout, just, trying to get pollinators over there. Just a lot of work, a lot of work. So, that's what I did for 2 days besides dealing with pots and all that jazz and taking my plants inside and out, dealing with the garden, planting pollinators, planting some flower seeds, you know. So yeah, I'm just trying to get everything that we wanted planted. So the empty green stalk planter, I can't remember her channel name. It's something to do with wanting to be a farmer. She represents Greenstalk, the company. I caught one of her videos. And she literally has no way of gardening. And some of the things that she did with her Greenstalk planter has my mind all going now. So I might do one whole green stalk, just everything that's food. And climbers like zucchini, cucumbers, tomatoes, peppers, beans. Like my one green stalk planter may be a total experiment this year. So that should be interesting. Oh, you had some storms, Laura? Were they bad? Hi, Erin. How are you? Happy Sunday. I was hoping for storms in London yesterday. It rained in London yesterday, didn't it? Oh my gosh. Now I'm freezing. It said like 7 or 6 and 7, and it said like 8, nothing. But you have to remember though, I'm just getting off of almost 2 weeks straight of solid rain. I mean, torrential downpours, or like it stopped raining, and you're like, yes. But then you went outside and it was pretty chilly. The sun would be out and then it'd be gone 10 minutes later. So I'm grateful to have had like a full weekend of just, no rain. Well, technically, that's not true. When was it? Friday? Friday, Cinco de Mayo. We went to the ice cream parlor called Brody's here. Whew. Let me tell you, she's probably glad I paid for myself. I made a pig out of myself. I got a funnel cake, I got deep fried Oreos, and I got the big cup. I think I got a scoop of like vanilla bean ice cream, death by chocolate. I know marshmallow, but I had some leftover, obviously. When I was eating it last night, I swore it tasted peanut butter, and I don't like peanut butter or anything. But it was pretty big. And while I was there, it started raining, and then I saw the double rainbow. I probably posted that on Snap. Anyway, I'll post it over on Instagram. The pictures, that was really, really pretty. So yeah, we ate some Mexican food and then went to the ice cream parlor. So yeah, that's what I did on Friday. So Friday night it rained real quick, maybe like a half an hour, 40 minutes, and that's how I caught the double rainbow. So pretty cool. I'll upload the photos. Um, yeah, I was kind of hoping, Tiger, that it would rain a little bit. Listen, I'm dealing with somebody else's soil. I mean, I probably picked rocks and you name it out of that garden for like a week straight. My back is killing me. This is why I said I'm tired. All these rocks. And he said to me earlier, well, I don't know how that could be. I was just putting topsoil. Like, whatever. So I found some glass, just all kinds of rocks. Very tedious. And it's very, like, if you walk, it's compacting real quick. So definitely gonna have to get some shredded hardwood, which I use for mulch, to go around these plants because the soil already looks really dry. So his crap is in there. And then my black gold got tilled in there. 2 bags of mushroom compost, some black cow, and I'm using like a raised bed, like a bag that I had left to try to like help this thing, but we'll have to see how it goes. Just seems really dry. I feel like I was hand tilling, like flipping it over by hand. I mean, my hands were killing me for like a couple days straight, but and it was recompacted again. So I think it's going to be a good learning experience this year if I am able to help their soil and make this all work out. Great, kudos to me, but in the meantime, it's exhausting. So I wanted it to rain to give it, some water. There is a hose attachment that goes over to there, but I don't like to spray up above, only at the root, and it still looks super dry. So I could use a little bit of rain. Again, my kid decides she wants to log into Hulu account at 9 p.m. and I had to reset my password. That's kids for you, Erin. Kids are good for that. Oh, did you? I didn't. Well, the last couple things that I did, I just had like a jug of water, and I think because I was sitting there like worst positions ever, especially with my foot. You're squatting, but I was wearing my portable brace, not the boot, and I was sitting there trying to plant some seeds, some flower seeds. I left a tray in here, flower seeds, and the next thing I know, they germinated. So I put them outside yesterday, brought them in last night, put them outside today. Um, some of them are just breaking through the soil. I don't even care. I'm just leaving them out there. It's like sunflowers and stuff like that. A couple of my eggplants, and I think two more of my tomato plants and some peppers are out there. I don't even think I have the energy to carry them back in, so I don't know. I think it's like 3 or 4 rows of Biancas that I planted. I may leave it out overnight. You're not supposed to. Give it a week. Hardening off your plants. Don't do what I'm doing, but it's whatever at this point. Um, oh yeah, because kids are just like that. I was talking to my daughter, and she says my granddaughter acts out so bad whenever she gets on the phone. And then she called me the other day, my daughter, to vent because Adeline, I call it terrible threes. She stuck like wipies down the bathroom sink. She had her toothbrush on the toilet. She overflowed the toilet. It was coming down through the ceiling fan. Ugh, it was a hot mess. I think that was Friday. My daughter said, my granddaughter, you know, hey, I told her she was going to have a girl. And, I mean, that it probably is terrible threes, but my daughter's just not feeling good at all. She's really dealing with some severe nauseousness because she's pregnant. She's having a little spotting, so she said if it works out, great. If it doesn't work out, well, it's just meant to be. So I think she has the doctors on Tuesday to see how things are going. But my granddaughter was a hot mess on Friday. But yeah, I just think that's a kid thing. I seriously told my daughters that if they were going to get me anything for Mother's Day, I wanted raised bed soil. Laugh out loud. Guess what I'm getting? Like a mound of it, like I did. If you go back and look, that was a Christmas gift from Jay. But they have the bags, my friends. I did a whole review on it. Raised bed soil. Even if you wanted to use it to top dress something or like put it in the hole, that's the bag I'm using here. It's raised bed soil. It's got alfalfa and everything in it. Green bag. It might be called One Care. I'm not 1,000% positive, but I think I'm like 99% right that it's called One Care. And it says raised bed soil right on it. And you could see, I mean, just how good it is. My soil for my raised beds at the roommates was horticultural soil. It was just all broken down trees and limbs and stuff like that. So when I got it, I had to amend it, and I've only ever used, the raised bed, the alfalfa, bags, and black cow, just on the top, and then some Epsoma organic fertilizer. It's a slow release type of thing. So I don't know. We'll have to see how this. Guess you'll have to stay tuned till Tuesday and see. I guess the garden. Did I get it all done? Because Monday's the chickens. I don't know. It's going to be really interesting to see. To upload it, and I don't know. He's got like this ladder on the side. I just had pots sitting on top of it. I don't know. It's not going to be like when I did my garden at Jimmy's. It was like this big reveal. People were like shocked, because that was straight yard that was never even used. And people were saying, like, I don't know how great it was and how symmetrically all like laid out. And yeah, I'm grateful to be gardening. Don't get me wrong, but I do miss, the garden. When you have your own routine, your own thing, like a week backbreaking, a week picking out rocks and stuff, because you can't put seeds in they're never going to come up. I mean, there were so many rocks. I saw glass a few times. So that's what I did. And there's still rocks. I feel like it's raining rocks. But then I'll dig down into the soil and there's more rocks. So I do miss my raised beds, my friends. But that's exciting, Tiger. She's just a tiny little thing, but she has to go to Children's Hospital one day this week. Why? Is everything okay, Laura, with your granddaughter? Hopefully. Prayers. You need to keep them busy until you get ready for your time and then let them have their time then. No, you need to just put them in their damn places, honestly. Kids will take advantage. They think like the world revolves around them and moms are just going to drop everything and, you know, yeah. Just lay down the law and be like, from this time to this time, do not bother me. It's my time. And if you don't like it, there's the door. I mean, I've used that line like, there's the door, you know, when you're bitching like, oh, I'm going to move out. Okay, well, there's the door. Don't let it hit you in your ass on the way out. You know what I mean? But I never really had like problems with the boys. My daughter, it's a whole other story. 14 years, not 24. Yeah, I do too. Lady B 92, hello, how are you? I'm good, just crispy. You know, when you get a real bad sunburn and then you're cold, that's what's going on right now. But it's like kind of itching my skin. But welcome in, welcome in. I hope that you had a blessed weekend. VLCD. What is it? I don't even know what that is. Oh wait, Lady B is Marcy, right? Hello, Marcy. Welcome in. I know the title. I'm just a tad bit scorched, and I feel parched, to be honest with you. Whew, my gosh. Let me take a drink of my water. I think I will be lucky if I am even able to move tomorrow. Kid you not. I am like, oh, look at that strap mark over there. Holy canoodles. I might not be able to move tomorrow. I'm going to need quite a few cups of cappuccinos tomorrow morning. That's Tiger. How did you know? Oh my gosh, I'm behind on comments. Becoming a farm girl. Yeah, I had to go back and she just came up on my playlist a few times recently. She's been up on my playlist and I caught a video where she did her green stalk planner. One of the moderators can put her link down. She's got a lot of subscribers. She doesn't need me to shout her out, but she does really well with her green stalk. And I just remember she did like an unboxing because she got two more and she got like a cover, like a frost cover, and what else she got? I think a shade cover. And apparently on the quickness, because I was falling asleep, she showed her, oh my gosh, I took a sip of water, right? But now I'm going to get the hiccups. Sorry. Just all these things growing. I didn't even watch the whole thing, but I'll go back and watch it. But it made my mind start thinking, and I was like, I think I want to experiment. I mean, it's a risky move because I could use that for more stuff. But I think I want to do like peppers, tomatoes, cucumbers, zucchini, and beans all in my one green stalk and see if it'll actually work with the verticals. You know what I mean? I feel like I needed another set of the verticals so it's on every single one, but I don't know. I think I want to put it to the test and see if that really does work. Because I put a cucumber plant in it one time and it didn't do anything. Jean's Swiss chard is doing better than my Swiss chard, and yet I'm the one that gave her the plants. I don't understand that. Her leaves were so gigantic, it's just a regular, like the yellow one I gave her. And she just harvested more spinach. My spinach is full. Have you seen my green stalk? Oh my gosh. I think all the seeds must have just fell out, but the spinach needs to be thinned. Some of the lettuces, but I was just planning on doing it like cut and grow again. So I guess that really doesn't matter. But my Swiss chard, I don't know. It wasn't as big as that. And I'm the one that helped her to plant the seeds. So it's quite interesting. But yeah, so I just want to experiment so that, if somebody really doesn't have the room and they just have this little area, could you really grow all the things in a green stalk planter? So stay tuned for that video coming out this week because I already started. Like it's up here. I cleaned it all off. I put a celery in there. So just stay tuned for that. But I can't believe you knew that, becoming a farm girl. Oh my gosh. That is so funny. My goodness. That's crazy. Yeah, Boone, it's a little chilly willy. Do you have sunburn? But you get nice and dark. That's typical boys, Erin. They're just, I think, easier than girls, to be honest with you. Let's see, it's been raining tornadoes here, then 50-degree mornings and up to 87 degrees in the afternoon, shaking my head. 2 weeks straight of rain here. Honestly, this is the first decent weekend. Blue skies, some puffy clouds or whatever. So, fresh meat, you sizzle. Wasn't in the 80s, we're like 70s, I guess. Like lower 70s. So, but in that sun, it was hot today. Well, not like I wasn't sweating. I just was an idiot, I guess, and should have took a bath in the whole bottle of sunscreen. But oh well, you live and learn, right? So they say. Well, I don't know. It's the sport sunscreen. Still got burnt. But then again, I'm fresh white meat coming out of the house from the wintertime. You know how that goes. But tornadoes, yikes. Okay, gotta lock up the girls. I'm gonna be honest about my chickens. They're crazy, but cute. Today was the first day after the whole nesting pad incident when I was over there and I was just watching them. I wanted to take a break from everything that I was doing. The way they run cracks me up. The one, it just seems like it's yelling at me. It's just hilarious. Oh, I was counting. I'm like, I'm missing one. Well, normally they all use, so if this is the coop and this is the run, so the nesting boxes, they all have only ever used the first one. There was a chicken in the very last one today. And then another one's coming, like trying to get her out. So I don't remember if I collected all the eggs, to be honest with you. I know I got that egg. But yeah, so they're starting to use the third box in. And I might have to get some Flexi Seal because when we had the 2 weeks of torrential downpour, it was leaking. Only the nesting box area, like the wood trim, and then it's the box that was wet, and the front beginning of the nesting box was wet. So I looked up. I don't see where it's coming from. So I might have to use some Flex Seal on the back of my neck. It's going to be like a hard night to sleep tonight. My neck has been like this for like days and days on end, and my neck is feeling it. So I'm just a complainer tonight. Oh, so back to the chickens. Privacy fenced in. The girls are in bed, and I didn't even go out there and shut the door. I can get away with doing that here sometimes because nothing can get in here. There's three lunatic dogs. Well, Powder's a good dog. He's not the one that barks all the time. Usually Molly, Coco, Big Coco is. But yeah, it's completely privacy fenced in. It's like dual protection. Their run is very secure too, so I shouldn't do it all the time. I don't, but it's nice out tonight, and I still have to finish doing the actual coop. I cleaned it in when we had that fake spring, end of February, March. I don't know. I still have to post the video, but I'm gonna have to do it again. So yeah. That's true. That would be very scary, Erin. Monday, her tiny heels were just horrible. You know, they had big, thick scabs on them, and they took blood from her tiny arms. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. Terrible, Laura. Oh, 2 weeks already. Tomorrow will be 7 days. She's been home. She'll be 2 weeks old tomorrow. Oh, I love babies. I just love kids in general. Health issue. Get to Children's Hospital, yeah. Hopefully they do. Lots of prayers, Laura, that they have it wrong. I'll be praying for you. Okay, she goes this week. Pray that whatever is wrong with the baby is sorted ASAP and she's back home healthy and happy. Yes, we will all be praying for your little granddaughter that everything turns out good. Oh my gosh. Very scary no matter what, at least until we find out for sure. Oh yeah, definitely scary. Love you, girl. I'll be praying for you and your grandbaby. Our Life Off Grid. Hello. Evening, Mill. Evening. How are you? Happy Sunday. You're back from putting the chickens to bed. I don't know if you heard me say, but sometimes I leave their door open, not on the run, their actual coop door, because it's privacy fenced in here. And extra means of security. I don't do it all the time, but tonight I'm going to, because it's super nice out tonight. And yeah, I'm just exhausted. I have to pull you a little bit closer because my neck. Let's see. But welcome in, welcome in. That's what I said to my daughter, Paul. I was like, you're pregnant. It's going to be a girl. I said, and I hope she does to you even a percentage of what you put me through. And my daughter looks scared. Now Adeline's like acting out and everything, but like terrible 3 type of acting out, you know. Very smart, intelligent, a lot of whining. But it's not helping that she's doing this now when my daughter's pregnant. So Adeline James, her name is, and she's being a little pistol. Oh, were you, Erin? No, I was a good little girl. Let me see. Yeah, that sounds a little bit strange, Laura, because my Jarrett was in the NICU unit. And while the baby's in there is when they run all the tests. So I would think that they would have gotten enough blood to figure out, you know, what's going on. Poor thing, keep getting poked at. You know, say my daughter put me through the ringer. The ringer. Very good baby, good toddler, only 2 incidents, terrible twos. It was like once she hit like 14, no, 13, 14, with these enormous boobs, you know, she just became like a snot, you know. And then at 15, she was trying to pull shenanigans, and she was a witch from there on in, you know. She's not like a girly. She's very, very pretty. Don't get me wrong. She doesn't like women. I don't know. She doesn't like people in general. She says that all the time, that she loves animals more than people. She actually hates people. That's what she says. But being that I didn't have a mom, you would think that her and I would be different. Things are better than they used to be. I mean, she used to just do horrific things to me, and I would just have to suck it up, you know. But at least now, like, we're decent. We talk on the phone, and I don't know. But she's not the type of daughter to send me a gift for birthday, or not even a card, or Christmas. I wasn't even invited over. Probably Mother's Day, she'll do absolutely nothing. So I used to do all kinds of things for her. I don't really do that anymore. I don't waste my time. Right back at you, you know what I mean? I don't know. If I had a mom, I would just not ever want to hurt my mom's feelings, and my daughter just doesn't care that way. She's growing up somewhat, and she's improving. She's trying, like she says. So, more power to her. I just listened to about my granddaughter, pregnancy stuff, or her complain about Jim. Other than that, that's about the extent to our relationship via phone. You would have thought I would have done something horrible to her, but no, she says it all the time. I just don't like people. And she never had girlfriends back in the day. Girls couldn't stand my daughter. She was really, really pretty, big boobs, and a biatch, honestly. Ignorant, knew she was pretty, biatch. That's my daughter. But she's getting better. Yeah. Let's see. There's the link. That would be my Jarrett. My Jarrett's more like me. Well, Johnny's like me when, you know, back in the day, out, social butterfly, gazillion friends. But you know how that goes when you get older. You find out who your real friends are. Jarrett's a lot like me, but I think Jarrett was born like an old soul. You know, he's likes to go out, but he doesn't go out all the time. He wears his heart on his sleeve, exactly like me. Jared has a lot of qualities of me, and Johnny has qualities of his dad. But they're just great boys. Let's see. Laura, amen, hallelujah. If you didn't have a girl, because their work, you would have probably have went to prison. I love my kiddos, though. I mean, I love my daughter, but you can't force somebody to want to have a relationship. You know, I've done it over and over and over again. What are you going to do? Anyway, so this in the picture is my favorite flower that I'm probably not going to be able to remember right now. Anyway, Jean said at her work at Redner's, they had these plants thrown in the trash. It says on here $1.99 right there. Can you see that? She said, and it wasn't through the trash compactor yet. I mean, that's how wasteful. Gerber daisies are one of my favorite flowers. So she got like a couple plants that they had thrown in the trash before it got smashed. So $1.99. She probably got it for like $1.25. So yeah, that was the picture that I used, and it's really good shape. I don't understand why they would throw it out. Look at that. Nothing wrong with it. Stores are wasteful. I mean, me, I used to go to like Walmart, go back to the clearance rack with some of their plants, and I would save plants, take them home, nurse them back. They'd be good. So yeah. So that is kind of what's going on. So can I get it all done in one weekend? Gardening 2023 video from Saturday. I think the reason why it doesn't have a lot of views is because I got it up at 5 o'clock. I was so stinking busy on Saturday. So if you could watch it, I would greatly appreciate it. If you watch this back, I greatly appreciate it. So yeah, between, doing the inside of the house, things outside, but I haven't had to cook the last couple days, which was pretty amazing. So Friday I didn't have to cook. Today Thomas did burgers on the grill, and I can't stand the way he does burgers. I specifically went to him and I was like, do me a favor. Unless it's a filet mignon, do not leave that shit mooing at me. And he's like, I don't. And I'm like, you like bloody meat. I don't. I would like it semi-cooked. So I asked him to make sure like one of the burgers were a little bit more like well done, not well done, just well. Took the first bite, great. Had my favorite cheese on it. I go for the second bite and the whole middle. I was like, and then I got up and nuked it, and it was still like that. And I walked it right over to where he was sitting, Gene sitting there, and I was like, and this is what it looks like even after nuking it for 30 seconds. Bloody. Like, it's raw. And he's like, well, I don't know. I cooked it for 6 minutes. And Gene's like, well, to him, you have to cook them a little bit longer. She must have got one that was, a little bit better done. But she's like, yeah, you got to do it longer than 6 minutes because you have a tendency of leaving it to where it's not raw, but it's really bloody. And people don't like that. So, a couple bites of that I had, and some red skin potato salad. No breakfast or lunch today, no breakfast or lunch yesterday either. No, fake news, I had a banana late in the day today. Normally, though, I'll make sure I eat breakfast or lunch, but you see what I'm saying? It was like, hey, you got a lot to do when it comes to the garden. Do you have anything even planted yet? That's what Thomas said to me. So I've been killing myself, and I want to be careful because I'm gaining weight. I don't want to lose weight, But I feel like once it's done, it's done. It'll just some maintenance. And yeah, I don't know about the soil. I don't know. I'm a good gardener, I will say that. But his soil conditions before my black gold went into it, I don't know. He said he was just using topsoil. They could get things to grow, but they always would get diseases or just stuff like that. So hopefully the garden, turns out well. I just went in the room, clicked on YouTube, and I heard, garden looks nice. So I was like, mute. And I got up and I was like, what? He's like, oh no, I was just trying to tell you the garden's looking nice. I was like, okay, well, it's not done, but thank you. So I did get a compliment out of Thomas. You know what I mean? So that's what I've been doing. Yeah, I think I got my craving of the funnel cake out of the way. I was technically supposed to go on a mom-son date. Me and Johnny were supposed to go Friday, but he ended up having to work late, so that's okay. Went with Gene anyway. And then he said maybe Saturday, or maybe I just dreamt that he said that. I'm not really sure. But I was technically good about not going to Brody's on Saturday. But he's in some type of PGA golf thing today. It was my aunt's 80th birthday party today. I didn't even know it was on a Sunday. I thought it was on a Saturday. Thought about going. Johnny and I were going to go. And then he had this golf event. And even Johnny said, like, oh, I really wanted to go. And I said, oh, it's all right, because I'm not going to go, I just figured, you have to remember, like, I didn't always know my family. So if you meet an aunt and You tell them about the situation, and she's like, I'll never forget this. Well, I don't know what to tell you. You may have to stay in your vehicle until you can figure it out. And I would have never have thought in a million years that would have came out of her mouth, but it did. And her two sons, which they're really good sons, threw her party. Apparently it was today, and I didn't go. So, not a real shocker there. So yeah, so that's no, not her mother, Paul. If you have, I feel like parents do this thing, like if they're divorced or separated, it's like, oh, well, your kid is acting just like you. Or when the kid's doing something good, it's like, oh, it's my kid. I never really did that. You know what I mean? Just never really did. So, did anybody get any gardening done this weekend? And if you can hear me and see me fine still, please give me a thumbs up because I don't see anything other than Paul's comment. So I'm not behind. How about that for a change? It's like 1 minute I'm cold and the next minute I'm hot. So we have one person on here that's going to be getting some soil, raised bed soil. That's super exciting. Laura, did you get any gardening done? Oh, anybody start gardening yet? Let me check this. Make sure everything. Okay, what just happened? I'm not seeing any of the chat now. What is going on? Okay. Something's going on. I don't see any of the previous chat. Can you see me and hear me okay? Somebody write something or do a thumbs up. That's so weird. So this such as potential may not be visible. Live chat. There's nothing there, folks. Nothing there. I don't know if I'm still live or what's going on. I'm not seeing any of the chat. If you see me or hear me okay, let me know. Let me see here. Smell, you're still with us, sweetie. That's so weird. I can't see any of the chat. The laptop's here. I can see it on here, I guess. That's horrible. What is going on here? I'm trying to get the chat to come up. It just like magically disappeared. Should it be on top chat or live chat? All messages are visible, but they're not there. So what I will do is go back up to see what I missed, if I can. Any updates on living situation by Erin? She said, Mel, why don't you stay till October? I don't know. She was laughing when she said it, so I have no idea. Look, my screen has nothing on it. It's so weird. Life is busy every day. Crazy Ed's homes. No, it's Ed's Crazy Adventures is in here. Hi, Ed. How are you? Can't see my live chat now suddenly. No idea what's going on with that. Thank you, Erin. You can see and hear me. Same with Voon. Laura says, okay, folks, got to get off here and get to work for a few hours. Hope you have a blessed week ahead. Good night, everyone. Good night, Laura. Work meaning like stuff in the house. I'm wondering if I missed, I don't know if you started your gardening or anything yet. But I love you, Laura. Have a great night. And I'm praying for the baby and your family. Love you to pieces. I know what you mean. Running one huge business takes a toll on you. And doing YouTube and trying to get stuff ready for a YouTube meetup. That's right, Ed. I'm so sorry I forgot to call you. I will definitely call you, I promise, and catch up. That is so weird. Love you too, Mel. Love you more. I don't know how horrible I look this way, but I look horrible that way. But you're getting like clean face, too much sun. You know, I wasn't doing all that jazz tonight. Well, yeah, and that's what I was saying. They were bringing it up for about like a month and a half about gardening or whatever. Last Sunday, I think it was. I was 5 minutes late because Jean said, "Hey, Mel, why don't you stay till October?" and started laughing. And I was like, "What?" She's like, "Go ahead, go on live. You'll have something to talk about." So yeah, I'm obviously gardening. Thank you, Ed. Appreciate it, and thanks for coming in, buddy. Erin says, "You're beautiful, Mel." Oh my goodness. Like, Erin, you want to see how much sun I got since, you're a late bloomer. But I gotta make sure my whole top doesn't fall down. And I'm in pajamas. But this is just, I don't know, can you see? That's just a little bit of what I got going on. I'm burnt. Paul says you're looking fine, Mel. Stop fretting, sweetie. Well, thank you, Mr. Paul. I appreciate it. Gotta watch with this little tank top on. Might be giving Paul a show. They see what a great roommate you are and don't want you to leave. Yeah. I mean, I would want to be my own roommate. I do a lot. Aaron says you got a lot of sun. Oh yeah. I wasn't sure if you could see, but yeah, it's not gonna be fun trying to sleep tonight. Ugh. But thank God I wasn't in a pair of like short shorts. Oh my gosh. I'll never forget this time. I'll tell you a funny story real fast. I told you when I was going in a tanning bed for my shoulder, torn rotator cuff, just because the heat was actually making it feel better. And I was only in for 3 minutes and my butt was burnt to a crisp and I had to sleep sitting up on a pillow for like 3-4 days. 3-4 days. The dogs are barking. I've got the roommate. I live alone, laugh out loud. I liked when I lived alone. If I had nights I couldn't sleep, but that's the only thing. Everything is fine here. Dogs sometimes give me a headache. Last Sunday when I got off live, I told you I was going to get something to eat, and I nuked a potato. And Thomas was texting my phone like, "Are you using the microwave?" I'm like, "Yeah, why?" Jean told me if you're ever hungry at night, just eat. He's like, "Okay." So the next day it came up, and he's like, "No, it sounded like a generator." But she has a really nice KitchenAid microwave. I was trying to be like super quiet, close. That part I don't like at night is tiptoeing around. That I can't stand. But Jean told me to stop tiptoeing around because she doesn't hear anything. Thomas is right up the steps and to the left, so he would be the first person to hear anything. But Jean said once he's asleep, he doesn't hear anything. Ouch, but booty burn doesn't sound like fun. No, that time was not fun at all. I literally had to sleep on a pillow on like my love seat. This is gonna be a fun night. On, off, on, off. Yeah, he probably does, Erin. I actually could use some aloe vera put on my back right now. And my arms and the back of my neck. I don't know. I didn't check out the back of my neck, but we love Paul. We love all of our moderators. So yeah, so that's so weird that I have no chats still on my screen. Tomorrow is the girls. Monday Cuteness Overload. Again, I have been posting 6 days a week. I'm trying to get a lot of things off of my phone. And because I personally, like, I watch Acre Homestead, don't get me wrong, I like Becky, but things are never current. Ever, ever current. And that drives me a little nuts. You're funny, Paul. So yeah, so I gotta get videos off my phone. Again, I said this last week because I want to put a larger card in my phone. So the girls are tomorrow. Tuesday, what did I say on Saturday? Tuesday or Wednesday will be the reveal of the garden. Don't expect ladybugs or nothing like that, my friends. It's gonna be strictly a food garden. I'm Wonder Woman, but I'm not a miracle worker, you know. Hello, Joe Serrano. How are you? What do you mean I'm fried? Oh, like fried. I gotta stand up again, folks, because of Joe Serrano. Oh my gosh, my lower back is hurting. That kind of fried. Do I have any on my back of my neck too? Because I feel cooked. So that's what I mean by fried. Oh yeah, my neck's got some too. Damn, you got burnt. Yeah, Ed. That garden. So, worst case scenario, if I see something's going on or wrong with plants in the garden, I'll do a soil test. But like I said, it won't be all like cutesy. It's just gonna be strictly an area to grow food. No, you'd be in trouble if you were my roommate. Why? Shoot. You would love my cooking and the way I clean. But welcome in, Mr. Joe Serrano. Oh, Boone, I can't take it. I'm cold. I'm hot. That sports sunscreen apparently doesn't work. Fried indeed, with such a pretty back. Oh, thank you, Joe Serrano. I appreciate it. You also got the back of your neck burnt. Yeah, that's probably why it's hurting. Like, I have like literally a sun headache. I didn't want to, you know, I mean, I got washed. I showed up. That's the best I can give you tonight. I didn't want to put anything really on. I don't really do a lot. Well, I put moisturizer on and tried to cover up how burnt my forehead really is. Just a little bit. But that's about it. Good night, Erin. Hope you all have a great week. You too, Erin. Love you, girl. We'll see you next Sunday. Mel, have you lost the chat on your laptop screen? No, I'm seeing the chat on the laptop. Make sure everybody hits the thumbs up on your way in or on your way out, please. Love you, Erin. Let me see. Boone, did you say something? Why is Ed saying I will be praying for you, Boone? Okay, you might have to rewrite it in the chat. It won't let me scroll it down. Is everything okay, Boone? Tell me if you guys can see this. Ready? I am so cold. Two of my kids are sick. I got a feeling I am next. Oh no. Yeah, I'm using Thomas's laptop. What was in here from a Zoom meeting he and Jean have, and I know how to work this, and I have the password. So that would be me, Voon. Um, Start stocking up, Mr. Paul, on vitamin C and ginger and all that good stuff so you won't get sick. Yeah, so anyway, the garden reveal will probably be Wednesday or Tuesday or Wednesday, one of those days. And yeah, if you type something, Melody, I can't see it. You said hello to Thomas Byers, right or wrong? Because I'm using his computer. Can you see that now? What is going on with YouTube tonight? 11 thumbs up. I don't even know how many people are even in here. Not many. Oh, I see it. She says, okay, you freaked me out. I thought maybe you couldn't see that either. All right, so sorry about the can't see the chat and using the computer. So 7 days a week. Tomorrow's the chickens. Tuesday or Wednesday will be what I got done for the garden. Yeah, I got confused for a minute. I'm good now. I use this laptop. It's usually kept in the dining room. He doesn't care. He doesn't mind. So yeah, and if somebody would like to run my playlist, that would be awesome. Or just the all videos section. But there is a master playlist. Please run that. And yeah, it's going to be, I think, a really rough Monday tomorrow. Oh, let me tell you this. So remember my comment about I got this phone call from a doctor's office? Well, from a doctor. Um, Initially saying they thought that I had thyroid cancer. I don't think I told you all that. Well, I did say I wasn't going to talk about that on YouTube until I knew that call was for me, because something in my gut was telling me I don't think that phone call was meant for me. Anyway, long story short, doctor's office calls me that Monday when I was standing in front of Jean. And she's like, oh, good luck. Because I was just getting ready to call them. I go out to the, I want to say porch, out to the patio. And she said, oh, the doctor said your blood work, it's not horrible, but it's not good. It's not, oh, how did they say it? Like, it's not horrible, but it's not great either. She, like with the numbers, but wants me to wait another 4 weeks for another blood test. So that would be 3 weeks now. So I finally said to Jean, I think I'm going to have to find a thyroid doctor and go to them, because if we could keep going around and around. So not great, but not horrible. The levels. I don't know. That's where we're at with the thyroid. The blood test came in, but the first phone call scared the daylights out of me. It was that Saturday where I said my Saturday was ruined. You know, I guess certain people want to think that it's about them, but not everything's about them. But, you know, apparently that wasn't meant for me. I told the doctor's office about it. But anyway, so not great, but not horrible. That's the blood test on the thyroid. So 4 weeks for I have to go to the lab for more blood work. So now technically 3 weeks from now, I will have to go and get more blood work. Checked in on Miss Debbie to see how she's doing. She sounds better. She's improving, but she's still in bed with COVID. Her husband's been taking care of her, so I don't know. So her husband's doing good. I guess he got through it. Debbie has the IB, IBS as well. So she's still not, I guess, even out of bed, she said, in 2 weeks. I guess she hasn't really been eating. So prayers for my friend Debbie, who is battling the virus. But personally, between you and I, she sounds really, really good. Way better than she did. So that's good news. So maybe I'll call this week my insurance as soon as I have like a minute to breathe. And I forget the name of the doctor that does your thyroid, but I might just go straight to that doctor and then see what they figure out. And then they can work with my MD. That's what Jean did. Jean went to, I forget the name of the doctor that deals with your thyroid, and then discovered she had a problem with her thyroid and then works with her MD. I think that might be the better way to go because, I mean, we're going to keep doing blood and doing blood tests and, you know, could be, ouch, could be missing something. You know what I mean? That's my only concern. So I think that's about it, my friends. Hopefully y'all be okay if I end the live early tonight. I'm super parched and I'm beat. I'm BB tired. I want to grab a, oh, I think Jean got apple pie with caramel drizzle on it. So I think I'm gonna have a piece of apple pie. Tomorrow she's gonna go to the greenhouse. I'll probably come back with buku amount of flowers that I'll have to help her plant. And I have some things to finish up on of my own. So I love you all. Give all the moderators an early night. Stay safe, everyone, and pray you all have a great week. Thank you, Mr. Paul Honeyman. It was great seeing Boone. Smaller lives lately. I don't know what's really going on with that. I'm trying to see what this camera looks like on his laptop. I don't know. I did say I miss using a laptop because I can pre-upload and put like those other videos that you could watch over here, you know, that type of jazz. I don't know, but I have to advertise for the lives because I don't know, they just don't seem that big lately. I'm usually never at just like 11 thumbs up, you know. I mean, they do good being watched after the fact, usually. Last couple times, not so much. So if anybody watches it back, I greatly appreciate it. And make sure y'all hit the thumbs up on the way in or the way out, or if you watch it back. Ed, I will definitely give you a call. I think I'm going to eat a piece of apple pie and probably sit in front of YouTube for a bit. Well, lay in front of YouTube for a bit. I usually lay on top of my one comforter, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to make the room freezing, and I might have to, you know, like you need a really soft. I'm gonna have to find like a cotton t-shirt. Usually cotton does good when you're burnt like this, you know. But Joe Serrano, honey, you might have to rewatch. Thank you for anyone that leaves these awesome, great comments underneath my videos. I really do appreciate it. I just had a really nice comment yesterday that I have to respond back to. But I see is I'll get to it. But Mr. Joe Serrano, you might have to watch it back because I'm going to end live early tonight. I'm just like burnt and exhausted. And I want to go fill my face and go relax. So watch the videos this week. Thank you, moderators. Boone, you know you're my girl. Love you. Miss Andel, thank you. Mr. Joe Serrano, thank you for your lovely comments under my videos. Thank you, Ed, for coming in, and Mr. Paul Honeyman, love you all greatly. And on that note, oh my gosh, I can't even turn my neck. On that note, I think I'm just going to hold up this to show you that I directly seeded some of these in a little patch in the garden. So stay tuned for that notification that has something to do with the garden. And if I could get it done in a whole weekend, I don't know. Thank you, Melody. We'll watch the replay. Thank you, Joe. I hope you have a good week, Melody. Everyone in the chat too. Thank you, Boone. You too. Love yous all. And Erin, Laura, lots of prayers for Laura's grandbaby, please, everyone. But I planted these directly. It's called a Jolly Jester. I got these from Laura. These are marigolds. Directly sowed them, and I really hope that they come up. So yeah, everyone have a great week, and I will see you throughout the week. And thanks everyone. Shelly and Anthony, love you. Thank you for coming in. You always just sit in the background. Have a great week. Again, anyone that watches it back, love you all. Leave a comment if you do watch it back, or give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Either way, those are pretty flowers. I had some Oh, really? I've never even seen these before, like ever. Jolly Jester. I hope that the picture does it justice when they germinate. I can't wait to see what they look like. But I love you, Voon. Bye, everyone. Be safe. Don't overdo it like me. Don't get burnt like me. And have yourself a blessed week. Love yous all. Bye, everyone.